Hello and welcome to some more This Week in Star Citizen, taking a look at what its namesake would suggest, what's coming up over the next few days in the wonderful world of Star Citizen. From the This Week in Star Citizen post, Star Citizen Now for 3.24 continues on its journey towards the live servers. The much anticipated update will bring new features such as personal and instanced hangars, new cargo hauling missions, freight elevators, and storage access, which used to be item banks, and much more. We appreciate your patience while we work hard to ensure the smoothest experience possible at launch. You can follow the development on Spectrum and stay tuned for wider testing soon. So for a bit of added context here, CIG did say a few days ago that there were a couple of blockers that were preventing the build from going to wider PTU last week, and we know that some of those have now been solved. At time of recording this as well, the last EVOCATI patch was around 5 days ago. There should be a new 3.24 EVOCATI builder later today, CIG have said, and they're going to be reopening the EVOCATI servers as well again. I actually hadn't realised that they had been taken down. I've not done any testing for Evo since the last Evo patch 5 days ago, actually, so we should be very close to a wider PTU, so Wave 1 real soon, and that will enable us to share gameplay footage, etc. But it starts to listen, it's going to be ready when it's ready. We don't know for sure when that patch is going to live, when it's going to first wave PTU, any of that jazz. CIG have also been testing a new network message queue on the tech preview servers, this time again close to EVOCATI. This aims to address issues with bottlenecks, message spam, and server degradation, as well as getting ready for server meshing and generally being a more optimized piece of netcode. Ready for Alpha 4.0, and CIG have been talking a ton about jump points for that patch over the last few days. Check out my videos on that if you are interested. They are looking very pretty, but they're certainly not finalized. Back to CIG and what they were chatting about though. Looking back at last week, the 200th episode of Inside Star Citizen explored your journey to the Pyro system and beyond, focusing on jump points, how to navigate them, and what has changed since we last saw them. While it's always exciting to preview the future, this episode was particularly meaningful as a unique milestone in our history. We want to take a moment to thank each and every one of you for helping us make this all possible. On the food front, and for those of you who enjoyed diving into Alien Week, we've compiled an alien themed cookbook from all of your recent submissions. We're super appreciative and stuffed from all of your delicious recipes you shared earlier this year during the Super Galactic Xeno Treat Smackdown contest. Yum yum. I do want to say, good effort with this. People can actually repeat most of these recipes for the most part. However, a lot of the food can be seen as relatively stomach churning. Some seems nice though. Shame it's not in a format that can be easily printed as an actual cookbook, although I suppose you could print it as more of a flip book. Last weekend, CIG attended their first Bar Citizen in Washington, DC. Over 150 of the attendees gave them the warmest welcome they could have asked for, and they were thrilled to see organisations meeting in person for the first time, and even a new org forming right at the event. This is what Bar Citizens are all about, and they hope to see all of you again very soon that attended, and people that haven't been to a Bar Citizen yet, you should go. I'm trying to find out what info was dropped at that event, because obviously CIG presence and the devs do answer related questions. I did see a tweet from Red King saying, cool, Jake said the 600i will be modular, now I might need one. Bar Citizen DC. With that in mind, actually, there is a Bar Citizen Stafford in England that I know has a CIG presence on the 3rd of August. There is some cool stuff going to be going on at that event as well. It is CIG supported, sort of there's an attendance there from CIG, is what I'm trying to say, rather than being run by them. Check it out. If you are nearby, you might be able to get one of those new Hoya puzzles, or hear some interesting infos too, and maybe some giveaways and that sort of stuff. Now, let's see what's going on this week. Later Tuesday, Whitley's Guide details the history of the Anvil Carrack, including how it logged countless thrilling discoveries to become the symbol of human exploration. I love the Carrack. I think it is the best exploration ship. It is one of my favourite ships. I'm really looking forward to doing the pathfinding stuff with it, especially now that we know that you're going to be able to find transient jump points from sort of wormholes around and sell and share their locations. It isn't going to be fully set up, the Carrack, in 3.24 to make use of the new cargo system properly. As far as I'm aware, it's going to be fiddly to, at best, to manage your cargo manually with it in that patch, which is a shame. Hopefully it'll get sorted out in the not too distant future though. Wednesday, we're going to see the latest roadmap update. We don't know if this is going to be much of an update or not. We know that CIG are working on lots of updates for the progress tracker, and that they're going to be saying this is what's coming for the rest of 2024 at some point, but that could be a few weeks away or even more. So yeah, we don't know what's going on with that. We know that Alpha 4.0 is a beast of a patch, and that should be getting in our hands later this year, so we might see some updates to that. We could get some updates to 3.24. Maybe it's got some more features, maybe something slipped. We'll find out soon. Thursday, Inside Star Citizen has their final check-in with cargo guru Chad McKinney as they take one last look at the personal persistent hangars, freight elevators, and manual/automatic loading features for Alpha 3.24 ahead of its launch. So yeah, this could contain a load of updates and quality of life improvements, etc. that they have made for 3.24, and all the sort of cargo gameplay, things like search functions on some of the kiosks and stuff like that. It'll be interesting to see if there's anything beyond what we already know. Also, I am very much looking forward to CIG moving on to the Alpha 4.0 stuff, but yeah, if they're going to give me some 3.24 updates before it launches and give me some pretty video and stuff to use, a bit of a show not tell, great. Looking forward to it. Friday is Star Citizen Live, and it's going to be a game dev episode with John Griffiths, lead environment artist, where they're going to be showcasing the process of building a forward operating base, one of the new modules being added to distribution centers. So this might be actually quite good for what is planned in terms of gameplay area and content for gameplay area coming in the near future. Lots of people have been asking me stuff about building interiors recently because we haven't heard much about it from CIG, but I think they're sort of working on expanding out these gameplay areas like distribution centers, but also looking at interiors for structures like Area 18 and just a load of places. So really looking forward to this episode. Hopefully that's going to be some interesting information coming out of it, and you can catch that on the Star Citizen Twitch at 3 PM UTC on Friday. Also, a little tiny bit of a personal update. For me, I'm going to be getting my floor done in my office and then some sound dampening in it, and then building a desk and setting up a better camera, sort of setting up my creation space, my computer area, my streaming area significantly better. Hopefully by the end of this weekend. It might be a little bit too aspirational to have it all done for next week, but we'll see. It'll be close to being completed, whatever. Hopefully that will elevate the production quality of the audio, the videos in general, my streams, all of that sort of stuff. We're sort of moving into Alpha 3.24's launch now. We're getting close to Alpha 4.0. Run up to that. We're up to things like CitizenCon as well. It's not too far away, so I want to get the channel a little bit better in order. The house move has knocked me for a loop a little bit, but you know, we've been soldiering on, and yeah, it'd just be nice to have everything set up and everything in its right place. Like, I've got things to look at, like I haven't looked at my new Virtual joystick properly yet at all. It's not even stick, it's dual sticks. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm really interested to know if you've been playing Alpha 3.24 on the EVOCATI servers. What do you think of that? When do you think it's going to go to wider PTU? When do you think it's going to go to live? Is there anything in particular you are looking forward to in that patch? Are you going to be attending any of the Bar Citizens this year? Be that at CitizenCon, that Bar Citizen week that they've got in Manchester. You're going to be trying to attend any of these other ones. Have you been to Bar Citizens before? Have you loved them? Have you disliked them? Have you got any questions that you'd like to ask CIG, devs, Bar Citizen, or a CitizenCon? I'm sort of collecting questions now to get ready for CitizenCon and Bar Citizens that we might attend. So chuck them all down in the comments below. Also, Tobii eye trackers are on sale at the moment. Check out the links down below if you want some awesome natively supported head and eye tracking in Star Citizen. Then Tobii, it may well be a product for you, and it's on sale. Click links below. Click.
I'm a futuristic cyborg sent back in time for one purpose. Give me your boots, your jacket, and your NordVPN.com/BoredGamer. Get NordVPN if you want to live. on the internet. It's the only thing that will protect you against Skynet and my Terminator impression.
It gives you greater accessibility, security, and privacy on the internet as well. You should use the links below. Every month, we have a ship giveaway. For July, we're giving away a Constellation Taurus. This workhorse allows you to do some solid cargo running, as well as some combat and room for a small crew. It's just a great all-round mission runner and awesome ship to experience Star Citizen with. This comes with access to the game and lifetime insurance as well. All you need to do to be in for a chance of winning that is comment on any of my videos made during July. Each video is another chance to win. More details in the description below. Please consider supporting the channel with the join button under my videos or via Patreon, links below to all of that. It goes a long way in helping us to be able to make daily Star Citizen content and Zin's lore videos, all that sort of jazz. Thank you so much to all the glorious members that already do that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can always help as well by sharing, liking, subscribing, and getting involved in the comments section. And thank you very much for those of you that watched to the end. It is appreciated.